Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I'm sure many of you brothers and sisters can recall this episode that aired on a Comedy Central network on The Daily Show. And as you can see in the caption, it entitles Microchipped Employees in Wisconsin. And I actually did this lesson last night, and I used more of this episode, but I won't do it in this particular lesson because as soon as I uploaded the lesson, it got hit with a strike. So I'm just going to only make reference to it. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can watch it. Is it slightly funny? Yes. But that brings me to this statement, or no, the quote that's utilized in the world. And in the world, there's a saying, and that saying is this: there is a grain of truth in every joke. And I want to put emphasis on the word grain, but what grain am I referring to? That grain is the MOTB, which is the C-hip, which is the device you're going to need to function in the upcoming society, which is the New World Order. Now, let me go back to that saying and let's grab the definition. There is a grain of truth in every joke. By definition, it means whenever a person is joking, they are actually discussing thoughts and emotions, either subconsciously or deliberately. It goes on to say, many a true word is spoken in jest. Now, what does it mean, spoken in jest?
Jest.
A thing said or done for amusement, a joke. And you brothers got to watch this episode or the skit here, because this is what John saw in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, around about the 16th verse. As a matter of fact, let's come out of that and let's grab it very quickly here, because we perpetually have new brothers and sisters coming into this truth, and they may not know or understand that this is the device that he saw in the vision. And I'll start right from the top. Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. And he, who is the he? That's Esau, Edom. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It covers everyone to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And let's come down to that word mark there. And that word mark. So this is the advantage that we have when you go into words, because everyone at this stage in the game should be likened unto a Berean, right? Remember the scriptures states, studies to show your own self-approved, right? Now, that word goes into what?
Strong's G 5480, charagma. Charagma.
And the haragma is what? A stamp or an implant. It goes further, when you go further into the word.
Strong's G 5482, charax. Charax.
A harax is a pale, a stake, or a palisade. What is a palisade?
Palisade.
It's a fence or a wooden stake or an iron railing fixed in the ground, forming an enclosure or a defense. And I'm going to paraphrase the scripture. It states, woe to those who run down to Egypt for help. You see, those that are going to be operated according to the flesh, they're going to run down to America, aka Babylon the Great, Egypt, for help. But those of us who operate according to faith, we're going to put our faith, our hope, and our trust in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The scriptures tells us, if you can recall this scene from RoboCop, those who take the MOTB, they're going to look like the damn guy from RoboCop. And we all remember this scene here. Maybe some of you are too young to remember this scene, but this is what's going to happen to those people who take the MOTB. And this is before they're thrown into the lake of fire. And how do we know? Revelation, the 16th chapter, in the 2nd verse. And it states, and the first went, who is the first? The first angel went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell, a noisome and grievous sore upon the men, and don't get it misconstrued, that goes for the men, women, and children, which had the mark of the beast. And that mark is what? The charagma, the karax, that device that goes into your hand or in your head, and upon them which worship the image. Now let's go. Something I want to do is I want to go to that word sore, right? Let me scroll down a bit and bear with me 1 second. Scroll down to that word sore. Bear with me, brothers. Let me get the word sore. I think I just passed it. Give me 1 second, brothers. Bear upon them a grievous sore. There we go, right? Bear with me 1 second.
Strong's G 1668, helkas. Helkas.
And elkas means what? A wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, a pus, a sore, an ulcer. And what does that essentially go into? Those individuals receiving cancer, all right? It won't be like that scene from Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall when you're able to get this device implanted in you and then you'll be able to take it out. You won't have that opportunity. Once you've taken this device, your fate is sealed. You understand? You're going to be destroyed in the lake of fire. And what's the lake of fire? That's when the nuclear missiles are hitting America, aka Babylon the Great. And the Lord is going to keep you in that body so you can feel torture on an extreme level like you've never felt it before. You understand? We put our hope in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai because he's our help. Hopefully, this quick lesson was edifying. Shalom.